I'm about to go have a driving class at 26 years old because I don't have my driving license. And it's not my first driving class like ever. I took one in like 2017, but work got in the way, so I didn't really finish that, and I didn't get my license after. And also it was like kind of mildly traumatizing for some reason, so I decided that I was never going to be brave enough to drive a car ever until very recently. So I now have time because I don't have work or I don't have a job that requires me to go into the office like 9 to 5. And that's also why I've been kind of not uploading anything, because I quit my job, don't have money, but it's okay. I'm okay. More on that later. So yeah, I am nervous about driving. I'm not really sure if I'll do well, because I really feel like, one, I'm easily distracted, so I'm gonna get into an accident and kill myself or kill someone else, who knows. And two, I have very bad spatial perception. Like, distances just don't really calculate well in my brain. Because in my first driving class, I kept hitting curbs because I just couldn't like estimate the distance between the car and the curb very well. But you know, 26, time to step up as a human being, as a responsible adult. Get some life skills, even though it scares me. You know, conquer your fears! I can't really video the driving, I think. I think that's illegal. Or at the very least, it's gonna distract me very much from being able to effectively drive. So I hope it goes well, I hope I don't die, and I hope that things go well for me right now, because I don't know if they're going well for me right now. Eyelash. Where can I pick up this goddamn eyelash? Make a wish. I will report back after the class. I'm running home. I forgot my student permit.
3 hours later.
First of all, I get there and the car that they're letting me drive doesn't have like a student driver sticker or anything, like no sticker that says a car from driving school or whatever. So I get in, he tries to, tell me like, this is how you start the car, you need to check your mirrors or whatever, seatbelt, whatnot. And then we start driving and I'm going at like 5 kilometers an hour. That's like me walking on a good day. And so there's traffic piling up behind us because I'm on like a major avenue. And this car's just going 5 kilometers per hour. And there's cars honking at us. And I can't go faster. Because every time I go past 10 kilometers per hour, the driving instructor's like, slow down. Brake. And I'm there being honked at by like 5 different cars. I can see the rear view mirror that there are like 10 cars behind me, and I'm crawling down this avenue, no traffic. And he only tells me to go a little bit faster if there's like a intersection with a green light. That's it. And at some point, like there's this huge intersection that's like 6 lanes. I cross it, and then he allows me to go like 20 kilometers per hour. And then he starts clapping, and I'm like, bro. But at the same time, I'm like terrified that I'm like gonna hit something, or that if I turn, like I'm gonna like miss the curb, I'm gonna run into another car. This snail's pace is the only choice that I have. Well, anyway, it was just my first lesson. Hopefully in the next few lessons, it's not gonna be that bad. But does everyone start out like this? Is this normal? The whole time I'm driving, like I'm wearing a mask while I'm driving, so the driver can't see my expression, but this is my face while I'm driving. I have like a mark here because I was biting my lip so hard. I was so stressed. Why can't our public transportation just be so good that I don't need to do this? I don't need to do this. Hello everyone. I wanted to come on here, and I know I only have like 800 subscribers or something, and then half of those are like people that I know in real life, but I guess I wanted to address why I haven't really been uploading like in the last 7 months. Well, this is more of a personal vlog anyway, so I guess even if you guys don't watch it, it doesn't matter. This is for me. But 2023 came with a lot of changes. Mainly the biggest one being that I quit my job in December so that I could start working full-time in my boyfriend's business, which is a coffee roasting business based here in the Philippines. But for that business, we're doing YouTube stuff there too, so I'm helping shoot and edit the videos there. If you guys are interested in that kind of stuff, go over there, give it a like and subscribe too, because that also helps me. So obviously I lost my like biggest source of income, and I can't really afford to do keyboard stuff anymore, at least not for the past 7 months. But hopefully maybe within the year I'll get a couple of chances to work on stuff keyboard related too. The Grand Lason is coming up, so I hopefully will be able to go and vlog the event and maybe walk out of there a little bit poorer but a little bit happier. On the other side of that, I'm also trying to start a business, or like I'm planning to start a business soon, and hopefully it's a success. But I'm planning on doing a business where I import high quality specialty tea. So my boyfriend's doing specialty coffee, but I'm like the tea side. And one of the main reasons really is just that I really got into tea, because after my boyfriend introduced me to like the whole world of specialty coffee and all that stuff about like the regional differences and the flavor notes and all that, I realized I also have a problem with digesting caffeine. I don't know why. It all started after college, and like in college I used to drink coffee like it was water, but now I have like half a sip and then I'm gonna like throw up. Not ideal. Then I found out that there's a similar hobby for tea. Like people who are really into specialty high quality teas that like are from like specific regions in Taiwan and China and Sri Lanka and whatever, and I find that really cool and interesting. I really got into kind of the history of tea and knowing about all these different regions and the flavor differences between every like lot and mountain and region, and what like I think that's so cool that this drink that has such a very long history is still being dranking the same way it has been for like thousands of years. It's being drank the same way now. But like here in the Philippines, it's so hard to get that kind of experience. Like you have to know a guy who knows a guy who can import the stuff from like China, from a special supplier, and like there's no brands. You kind of just buy from like a shop, like a tea shop. It's either that or you're stuck with like generic low quality commercial stuff that's sold online, and you don't know anything about where it's from or what it about. You want. It just kind of tastes like tea. And here's the thing, right? I've drank tea my whole life. Like I grew up in a Chinese family, and if you're sick, you drink tea. But now as an adult, revisiting those teas that I could just kind of buy off the shelf from a Chinese grocery or something, I recognized like I felt like there was just more potential that it could taste like, especially after experiencing that whole world of specialty teas from my boyfriend. And so back in 2017, I was part of a tour group to Taiwan, and I was there with my sister and a bunch of people, and we visited a tea farm which is Sun Moon Lake, and Sun Moon Lake is like one of the biggest tea farms in Taiwan, right? And we had like a tea tasting, and they showed us like they had like different cups of different roast degrees, or like how, I don't remember, maybe it was like brewed at different times, but it was like the same tea brewed different times or roasted different times. I don't really remember, but and I was like amazed that there were like such big differences, and I remember I really loved the taste. And so recently, after I revisited this love for tea, my sister actually went back to Sun Moon Lake recently, and I asked her to buy like a lot so that I could like really see the difference in quality from what is like direct from good quality farms versus like regular commercial grocery teas, and I was amazed. Like, wow, oh my goodness. But then I realized, like, that's not the stuff that's available here. Like, here it's so hard to find that stuff. So I guess I wanted to... Very sweaty. Let me show you guys the tea stuff that started it all. So I got here 4 teas from Sun Moon Lake that I got my sister to buy for me. And they all taste amazing. I think one of the biggest differences that I taste between these and like regular commercial teas is not just the flavor complexity, but also like there's no roughness on my throat. Like I don't feel super dry. I have a deluxe Assam black tea. And if you don't know, Assam is like a tea that's like a variant of the tea plant that grows in India. So what this tea farm did in Taiwan is that they took the variant from India and then they started growing them in their farm in Taiwan, which is pretty cool. And then we have 2 oolongs, 4 Seasons oolong and dark roast 4 Season oolong. So they're both the same plant essentially. What this tea farm did is they took the varietal of the Assam plant and then crossbred it with a different varietal that is grown only in Taiwan. And they're both the same, except this orange one is roasted darker. So it's gonna taste a little bit more smoky, a little bit more, there's gonna be a lot more intense flavors. And then this one is gonna be lighter, more floral. I've been drinking this like every day, these 2. And then last, we have this Elegant Ruby Black Tea. So it's a black tea that is super fermented and it's grown from the varietal number 18. So number 8, like the thing about Taiwan teas is that they have a like numbering system for all their tea varietals. So this is tea varietal number 18. And since it's a black tea and it's fully oxidized, it tastes kind of the weirdest among the 4, but it's so flavorful and interesting, very fruity, kind of fermenty if you like that. So if it also, oh my gosh, I got this cute little teapot. It's so small, it only fits like 150 milliliters, so it's only good for like 1 person, but it's so cute. And I find that it's perfect just for brewing a tea the normal way. We just put tea leaves in hot water. But then my boyfriend actually gave me this Gaiwan and a fairness cup to do like the Gongfu method of tea. If you want a video on that, I don't know if I want to do it in this video, but I'm thinking of just making a different like YouTube channel just for tea. I want to essentially grow a community here in the Philippines specifically just for this level of tea consumption where it's not just tea bags and generic stuff that you buy. All that to say, I feel bad for not having anything really going on in my life to really make content about. And I'm not really trying to be like a content farmer or whatever. Like I'm just trying to make vlogs for my own personal personal expression. But I guess it kind of says a lot that I haven't done anything for 7 months. Like I was just doing nothing with my life. So, you know, I want to make the most of the rest of 2023. I want to hopefully do more stuff. I have a couple of travel plans planned out, and maybe borrowing other people's keyboards to review or to fix up. Who knows? I really don't want to mope around anymore and feel bad for myself. So the time to be sad is now over. That's all.